All right, we are back with a not trading recap, not even a trade video, bruh. Long story short, I woke up this morning, went to the gym a little bit late, not gonna lie, about 40 minutes late. Kind of disappointing myself when I did that. But, man, when I say today was like great price action after I fell asleep, everything started working in my bias and the way I wanted to see and everything like that, bro. I was too mad. Alright, we're just gonna go over what I was looking at today and what really did look really nice price action wise on GU and UJ. Low key, I was locked in on GU today. Early New York session. Okay, coming into London session right here. Got a little bit of a I wouldn't say accumulation or anything like that, but we were not having great price action right here. Right here we didn't get a breakout to the downside or to the upside until we traded into New York session, which is right here, 7 o'clock right there, 7 a.m. That's the time frame I was looking at. Man, it was so many setups after. Like I fell asleep, I didn't see anything. So this is New York session right here, 7 o'clock right here, and I was looking at two things. Right, I was like, okay, but oh, like we do have these buy side liquidity. Let me see. Right here, no, right here, no, right here, right here. So coming into New York session right here, we did create a before New York session, we did create a fair value gap right here. That was like, okay, if we trade back into this, I want to see some disrespect of this because of two reasons. We had a 1 hour fair value gap right here to continue higher off of, and I'm like, okay, but I mean to continue lower off of right here. So I'm like, if we continue lower, I want to see this fair value gap get respected. And I was like forcing this bias on my mind. I'm like, oh, if I don't see lower price action, I don't want to trade. And that's overall what I did, and I just restrained myself from trading honestly because I kept forcing. I was like, I need to see lower price action. I'm like, okay, man, we just down close right here. Let me go into the 2 minute, see if I can see a setup. No, don't see a setup. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. So basically, I was just forcing my bias upon the market today. That's why I didn't take a trade. But now that we look, it were trades to be taken if we actually look right here. So let me just go back to bar replay real quick. And how about I go back a little bit more honestly, because once we traded back into that 15-minute fair value gap right here, show great candle signs to continue higher off of right there, honestly. Because the next candle, we didn't get a bearish candle, we got a bullish candle right there, bullish. Now I should have flipped my bias. Now I am overall bullish right now. And when we traded back into that 15-minute, we created a fair value gap right here. I'm like, okay, and even at this moment right here, I was still trying to be bearish because I marked out a 2 minute fair value gap right here, order block, 2 minute order block right here that I want to see respected. And what that did was just validate the point that I was forcing my bias on the market where I want to be bearish, and it didn't give me no bearish bias until it really didn't. And I could have taken a trade right here, just went long straight off that right there. 2 minute fair value gap with a 15 minute. Stops below that low, going for a 2 to 1. Easy 2 to 1 would have easily hit even more. And then it literally, this is when I knew for a fact that I was forcing my bias on the market when I saw this fair value gap literally get respected, traded into it, then continue higher off of. Then at that point, I'm like, okay, but if I see another fair value gap get respected again and trade back into with the low not even being taken, normally I put stops right here. I'm like, okay, but let me put stops right there. At that low, I just want to see something higher prices. And what absolutely happened? Higher prices came after right there. 2 to 1 would have hit easily trade. And this is where I started noticing my lower price action bias was coming true right around here, right here. High time frame wise, like 1 hour. We had a fair value gap on the 4 hour too that we traded into. So I know it's like chalky a little bit. I can really just delete everything. So 4 hour wise, we did have a fair value gap right here. Real small fair value gap traded back into that right there. Also, we traded back into a 4-hour order block right there that we can also continue lower off of that too, you know. So honestly, I was bearish overall. My bias was bearish. That happened. Let me just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right there, boom. Overall, I was bearish, and I didn't get my price action bearish until what time? Around 9 a.m. Around this time, man, I was already asleep. Like, I'm just gonna keep it 100 because high time frame wise, we just traded into that 1 hour order block right there. So we continue lower off that right there. I should have hopped in a 5 minute. Easily would have saw a setup like if I just was patient and traded into that. And what I always notice is with price action is that we always take out a short term high before we like ever make a big move to the downside, which we did right here. This little short term high, just right here. Let me just highlight it real quick. This right here. Take those short term highs and then also take out those highs right there. And guess what we did? Traded back into a 5 minute fair value gap. I would have went short off that, but instead have more confirmation right here. Overlapping order block right there. 2 minute overlapping order block right there. Stops at this high, or you could have been safe right there at the whole high right there. And my overall bias was, now my overall target was still the same. I want to see this low get taken, which was yesterday's London, if I'm correct. What's today? So, oh, no, that was today's London session, London low. I want to see that London low get taken, which actually happened. So if we just play the camera, trade it back into there, down, down, down. TP1 would have hit, TP2 right there would have hit, TP3 would have hit, and then final TP would have hit. Everything would have hit perfectly fine with this trade right here, which would have gave me a 1 to 6.6. So honestly, but I normally don't even go for trades like this. I would have just, if I just opened my eyes and just been more, you know, not trying to force my bias. Easy 15-minute fair value gap right there. I've seen this trade. I've literally seen this happen 1,000 times while back testing. 15-minute fair value gap right there. Traded back into, jumped down to the 2-minute right there. Had created. Let me see. We took out these lows. Matter of fact, we actually taken out all these short-term lows, which were right here. All these lows were taken out. Sell side was swept here. Trade back up. So we had a fair value gap into the 15-minute right here, and then a fair value gap out. Perfect ST right there was formed. A long position would have been easily formed right there with the stops below that low. Going for a 2-to-1, or overall could have went for that high time frame order block, which was way right here. Trade would have perfectly hit to a 1 to 8 right there. Perfect 1 to 8. Normally I only hold my trades to maximum 1 to 4s, 1 to 3. But today was just another learning lesson to not force your bias on the market, because you can miss literally 1, 2, 3 setups. After I noticed I had forced my bias, I was like, nah, let me just sit back, breather, and then just not trade, because I was forcing my bias on GJ. I was definitely forcing my bias. GJ, I was like forcing it, and when I do like stupid mistakes like that, I tend to like, sit out, don't even take a trade, because I don't want to I don't want to be in that mindset of just forcing my bias. And then I used to do that when I first saw it. I was like, it's either my way or the highway, and then look what stuff happened. Over risking, over leveraging, or just over trading in general, and mistakes like that always happen when I do dumb stuff like that. But honestly, this just shows right here that there's a setup literally almost every single day for my trading style right here that I've I won't say perfected, but almost not even master, because I won't say master because I'm still hesitating to get in setups and force my bias, so it's not master. But this trading style that I am looking towards right now, it's just overall, it's literally just a continuation on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of London, and then Thursday, Friday, it's either going to be a opposite flip. So if it's bearish, then we're going to be bullish. If it's bullish, it's going to be bearish. And just looking for that. And then I always go from 15-minute, because even with just even if I just traded the low time frame, which was the 15-minute to 5-minute, I still would have got a setup, and I still would have been overall right here, because of two things. We had a 15-minute fair value gap right there. We had buy side liquidity right here that we could easily trade into, which I noticed, and I just kept forcing my bias upon the market, and easily I could have taken this trade right here, 2-minute 1 to 8, easy trade right there taken, rather than a 1 to 6 right here, which is this trade right here, which would have taken a little bit longer. Would have been a trade from 10/2 to 12:46, and this trade right here, all I would have been into was probably what's right there. So from 7:56 all the way to 9, so almost around the same time, but just more risk to reward. And honestly, this was the better trade to take than this one right here, in my opinion. That's what we'll trade. But I didn't take either setup. I didn't trade today because, for one, I won't use it as an excuse, but I was lacking focus. I wasn't focused. I was tired. I was drained. I was drained mentally and physically. I've been working, 16 days straight. I think this is 17th day today, but that's no excuse. I should have just drank some coffee and just man up and then locked in for my trade. But right now, I'm just gonna come tomorrow harder because of what do we have tomorrow? Now, if we have like crazy news, like what do we have tomorrow? Oh, we don't have no news. Wait, hold up. Ink. Yeah. So what's tomorrow? Wednesday? Yeah. No news Wednesday. I'm just gonna trade the early session like I've been doing, which I've been really seeing success with that, honestly. Now I don't want to become addicted to trading when I do this stuff, because I'm trading this early session where it's a lot more volatility than waiting for like a Thursday. Like right here, this is gonna be a lot of volatility coming to the market. 7 a.m. I'm gonna make sure I'm home Thursday like extra, like at least, because it's an hour before my time. So 6 would be like what? 7, no, 7 would be like 6 a.m. for me, and I normally wake up at like 3:45. Today I woke up at like what 4:20. Got up at 4:20, got ready, went to the gym, everything like that worked out pretty good. I had to rush my workout and everything, but I came home. I was just mentally tired from just working a lot, but now I feel great today. I took a couple naps, and then since I didn't trade or anything like that, I slept in a little bit. And I didn't record a video. I had my live recording, but I just didn't record a video and everything. But I got some rest in. After this recording, I'm just gonna go to bed instantly, wake up to the gym, go some shoulders, triceps. After that, just gonna lock in for this next day trading. And coming to the market, I need to journal this too. Don't force my bias. Don't and don't what was I gonna say? And believe in your trading style, because now, just honestly, these past few days and this past week, man, I've been noticing like the trading, the trading style I've evolved to has been getting a lot better. I just need to get a lot more confident in my setup, and then, bro, just don't be tired in the morning. Honestly, I want to stay away from drinking coffee at like 6, because I normally drink coffee around what time, 9 o'clock, when I get ready for work and everything. Because by 9 o'clock, I've already been up for like what, 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours, around 5 hours, and then But that's just making all excuses for myself. But forget all that BS. I'm gonna show up tomorrow, bring my A game. Wednesday we got. I really don't count this as news because this is low volatility. I just try to check it out to see like what's all coming in, everything like that. Normally I just focus on the red folders or orange folders right there, which we have a lot of GBP news Thursday, which I want to see honestly, because And we might get some consolidation to tomorrow, honestly, because of all this news right here. That's what we normally like to do. Like when we have like FOMC, which was when was it? Was it this week? Wait. Um, yeah, we got NFP. No FOMC right now. I forgot. When do we have FOMC? Because one of these days we have FOMC. Yeah, FOMC right there. Yeah, FOMC. Yes, I haven't seen like FOMC, CPI. FOMC, I trade like New York session, like late New York session if I feel up to it. But CPI, I never trade those days. Like if I see CPI, I'm just I didn't even look at my computer that day. I mean, I look at my computer, but I don't look at the charts because man, you're just asking me to burn those days. But we got a good month ahead of us, honestly. I just gotta focus on my trading style and just not force buy force trades like this one and this one right here. I kept forcing my bias, but tomorrow I'm just looking for look how low that went. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. This thing broke the screen. I knew it was gonna make for this week right here. Where did the week start off with? Tuesday, Monday. That's Monday right there. Oh yeah, this is Monday right here when I traded that when I traded Monday. Yeah, Monday trade. I think it was right here. One of these trades. Oh yeah. Monday made the high of the week, which is sometimes rare. It's really rare. Like, literally. Rare as I ain't gonna lie, just rare as fuck. But now I'm just gonna end this off with a note to self and journal. Do not force their bias on the market. Honestly, that's pretty much it for this video. Honestly, because you can't be really forcing your bias, man. Can't force your bias. Let me see real quick. Alright, but that's gonna be it for this video, and thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned in for tomorrow's trading video, or if I don't, it might be a late upload and everything. But thank you guys for watching.